What's up, guys? Today we're working on my 2005 Acura TSX. Today we'll be doing a couple of things. Last time I was doing my brakes, this will kind of be like a part two. Actually, no, just this was to be a part one because I didn't record doing brakes because, you know, that's kind of a common thing people do on these cars. I figured nobody really wanted to see a video on that. So I didn't do the rears, but I did do the fronts. You can see both sides, brand new drilled slotted rotors. And I changed the pads at the same time, so I didn't do the rear because what I ran into was I needed to bleed them too. So me and my boy was like, let's crack them and make sure they're all good. So he went to crack that side. It was good. He cracked this one, but you know, rust up here in, you know, the tri-state area is a common thing. So it broke. So in here, I got it from Rock Auto. I got a new brake caliper, and then at the same time, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show it with one hand, but yeah, I haven't loosened these, and I don't know if you can see. There's a lot of play in this back wheel, so we found out that I need a wheel bearing. So I got a new wheel bearing in here and a new brake caliper. So today, I'm gonna be doing both sides of the rear rotors and brake pads, changing this one caliper, changing the wheel bearing on this side, and then bleeding the system, and then I'll be the final complete thing. And I do need an oil change, so I might be doing that too, but we'll see. But the main priority really is the wheel bearing, the rotors, and the new caliper. So stay tuned. Right now we're just gonna take off the wheel, then I'll come back and pick up the phone again. All right, I'm back. So here is what we're changing. One of the things we're changing today, this is the second brake caliper, rear brake caliper on the driver's side, rear wheel bearing on the driver's side also. You can hear it. Good amount of play. The rotor's off. I hit it with some PB Blaster because, you know, these 4 bolts is some. So there's 4 bolts in the back. 1, 2, and then I don't know if you'll be able to see. I'm touching 1 and I'm touching 2. The 4 bolts, those 4 bolts hold the wheel bearing. By the way, to take off the brake caliper, it's both sides. For the actual bracket, it's 14. For the 2 bolts, they're also 14, so they're all 14 millimeters. For the back of these, let me check right now while I have you. If I'm not mistaken, I think they are, using my left hand, and I'm trying to record. Hold on. Let me record properly. These are also, I'm sorry guys, let me pause this real quick. Sorry for all the struggling. I don't know why I didn't just pause it and use both my hands. But yeah, it's 14 millimeters. Also for the wheel bearing bolts, the 4 bolts that hold in the back. So you're really just using 14s to take off all of this. So all you need is a 14 millimeter. And then clearly, if you're doing the brake pad, not clearly, if you're doing the caliper, removing the caliper, you'll need to remove this, which is let me check right now. If I'm not mistaken, it's a 12 millimeter. Oh, my stuff right here. Yep, 12 millimeter for the banjo bolt. Then you'll also need to take off the brake cable. You'll need a flathead, and you'll basically pry the cable off, and then it'll come off of this little hook right here. Let's see if I get it better. Sorry for the bad angles. I can't really get under there, but yeah, you take off the cable, and then once you take it off, the caliper will be free. So now I'm gonna get to taking this off, and then I'll get back to you guys once I have this off. This is probably gonna take, you see how rusty it is? It's probably gonna be a bitch to come off, but I'm gonna try my best. Got a hammer, some PB Blaster, and I might have to get some heat. I'm hoping I have to get some heat. And hopefully I just take off the bolts and it, well, I don't know when the last time this was replaced, so it may take some time, but we'll see. You guys are gonna see this in a quick moment, so this might be 30 minutes of me struggling, and it might be a minute for you guys. Okay, so as you can see, got it off. It came off pretty nice. Like, I know I hit it with a lot of PB Blaster, like prior. Like, that was the first thing. Once I took the wheel off, I hit it with some PB Blaster. That way I could break down the rust, because you know, I didn't want to take any chances with nothing. I just wanted it to be a smooth process. Here are the bolts right here. Like, they actually, it's like a little rusty at the ends, but they came out pretty smooth. There was only one that I will say will be a little annoying. unless you remove, which I'm taking this off anyways, not fully. I could have moved it, but like this back part right here, this bolt up here is gonna be, depending on what you have, getting a ratchet over there is gonna be a little bit annoying. But I just hit it with more PB Blaster, and I just used an open end wrench. So if you have a ratcheting wrench, you'll be fine. And then I just used the hammer to tap it until I got a little loose, and then took it off. All the other ones, I was able to just hit it with the ratchets, and then I finished all 4 of them. I loosened them, hit them all off with the ratcheting wrench, took it off, and then there was like a lot of dirt. And in here is like a lot of black stuff. So here's the old one. Yeah, this is all the little black stuff that was in there. The ring. And then it's gonna be a little hard, but you can kind of, I'm not gonna be able to record and do it, but let's see if I can spin it. Nah, but you can hear like the crunchiness, and it doesn't sound as like smooth compared to, here's the new one. Way smoother. I just threw on the O-ring that comes with it, but it's like way smoother. Obviously it's supposed to, this is brand new, but you can just hear the night and day difference. So now we're just gonna reverse the process and then get on to working on the caliper. My main priority was this, because this is a hazard. You know, God forbid this completely fails and something bad happens, I want to get it done. So now I have a brand new one, and no more playing the wheel going left and right. And then I've been experiencing a little bit of wandering with my car, so this may be one of the problems, because my rack and pinion is making some noise. That'll be a video for later down the road. I already have a new rack and pinion, I'm just waiting to install it. But, you know, I'm doing this right now. If I could show you, it's like it's 80 or 90 degrees today, but it feels nice. The wind is out, the wind is blowing, so it's not too hot compared. And then the sun is not really, tomorrow is gonna be even hot, so today was the perfect opportunity. But yeah, let me stop yapping. I'm going to install this now and get to doing everything else I need to do. So here we have the new wheel bearing on. Do some NECs on all 4 bolts, so if I ever have to do this again, it's easier to come off. Came off nicely, like I seen in the previous video. Went on easy. I used a mallet to center it properly, and then sometimes the bolts won't align, so I kind of like use the extension and hammer to think it down until all the bolts lined up properly. Now I'm gonna put on the brand new rotor and then get to doing that. So now we got the rotor on, got both pads off. I took off the whatchamacallit? I took the brake pad off. I mean the brake caliper, I'm sorry. There's a conversation going on in the corner and behind me, so I'm losing track of my train of thoughts. Yeah, I can't even talk. Let me refocus. But yeah, we got the rotor on, both pads on. I took off the brake line, took off the caliper, so now I'm gonna put on the new caliper here. Then I just gotta bleed the system, put it back on, put the e-brake cable on, put it on, close it, and then we can bleed the system. It's dark now, but got the rotor on, calipers on, brake pads, brand new caliper, e-brake cable. So now we're gonna start the bleeding process. And then I just gotta finish. We're gonna do the bleeding process now. We're kind of doing a little backwards, but still haven't done this side. We're gonna bleed, and then that way I can just take this all, throw the rotor on, throw the pads on, and then throw the reel on, and then I'm done. Right now I'm gonna go inside and start the bleeding process. So here we are. All right, I'm holding the brake down. Pump it 10 times. You have some on the other side, opening and closing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, holding. Just repeat that process until you have no air in the system and only fluid is coming out. So I'm gonna continue that and then see you guys when I'm done with that. I finally got this rotor on, brake pads on. I'll throw the wheel on right now and then take the car down, drop it down, and we'll be done. That's the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Most of the stuff, to recap, caliper bolts are 12 millimeters. Caliper brackets are 14s on the rear. Same thing. Front are 14s and 17s. Front caliper bolts, front caliper bracket bolts are 17 millimeters if you're taking it off. Other than that, that's the end of this video. All fresh. Don't mind my dirty ass rims. I haven't been cleaning some time, but 4 corners. Brand new brake pads and brand new rotors. That right side over there, the right driver's side rear, brand new wheel caliper. Brand new brake caliper, I'm sorry. I'm hungry. I got my thoughts is all over the place. I'm not even thinking straight. Been out here since 5 o'clock. I think it's, I don't know, 11. I'm tired. My back hurts. I need some fucking food and shit like that. But yeah, brand new wheel bearing, brand new brake caliper, rotors, job complete. I did multiple things. I needed to patch. I got a nail in this tire. I need to do that today too. And then I had to do an oil change, but I'm so beat and I'm a little sick. So fuck that. This is really the end of the video. I'll see you guys when I see you. If I'm posting on Instagram, hope y'all enjoyed the content. Peace out.